Hello friends, today's video is about ankle block. The indications of ankle block are the podiatric surgery, that is the foot and the toe. It can be a debridement or an amputation. There are two deep nerves and three superficial nerves to be blocked, that is in total 5 nerves. The two deep nerves are posterior tibial, deep peroneal, and the three superficial nerves are superficial peroneal, sural, and saphenous. To learn this, you can remember the three superficial nerves all start from S: superficial peroneal, sural, and saphenous nerve. For blocking each nerve, we require about 5 to 6 ml of the local anesthetic. Hence, you must take at least 30 ml of local anesthetic in total. The two deep nerves are anesthetized by giving local anesthetic under the fascia, while the three superficial nerves are anesthetized by giving a subcutaneous injection. So, the main nerves from which all these 5 nerves originate are the sciatic and the femoral. The 4 of the 5 nerves are from sciatic, while only the one, that is the saphenous nerve, is from femoral nerve. The sciatic nerves are posterior tibial, sural, superficial, and deep peroneal. Here we can see a systematically drawn division of a sciatic nerve. Sciatic nerve give rises to common peroneal nerve and the tibial nerve. The common peroneal nerve further divides into superficial and deep peroneal nerve, while the tibial nerve divides into sural nerve and posterior tibial nerve. The posterior tibial nerve provides sensation to heel, medial, and lateral sole of the foot. We can see this in this diagram. The blue boxes represent the posterior tibial nerve supply, that is, lateral plantar nerve supplies the lateral side, the medial plantar nerve, and the medial calcaneal branches which supply the heel. The saphenous nerves give sensation to the medial foot. Here we can see the saphenous nerve on the purple shaded area supplying the purple shaded area. The sural nerve gives sensation to the lateral foot. We can see the orange red area supplied by the sural nerve. The deep peroneal nerve. This is important, guys. Its supply is first dorsal web space. The green part here we can see between the thumb and the first finger. So, moving on to the equipments required for ankle block, there are basically all the basic equipments, that are alcohol wipes, sterile gloves, sterile towels, and we require about 2 to 3 10 cc syringes with local anesthetic. As of the local anesthetic, you can choose any of the given below, but in our setting we use 0.5% bupivacaine, whose onset of time is 30 minutes and lasts for about 15 hours. The method of giving ankle block. First of all, we are going to see the blockade of the deep peroneal nerve, superficial peroneal nerve, and saphenous nerve, which can be blocked by single needle stick. The deep peroneal nerve. To block deep peroneal nerve, we can locate it at the level of the medial malleolus, just lateral to the extensor hallucis longus. See guys, the green text shows here the extensor hallucis longus, and the second green text shows extensor digitorum longus. Between that there is the deep peroneal nerve. Extensor hallucis longus tendon and the extensor digitorum longus muscles are there. We have to palpate dorsalis pedis artery between them. The finger of the dorsalis pedis artery palpating finger is positioned in the groove just lateral to the extensor hallucis longus. See the red point. The needle is then inserted under the skin and advanced till you feel the bone and stopped there, of course. At this point, the needle is then withdrawn a little bit, like a 2 mm, and about 3 ml of local anesthetic is injected there in a fan technique. which gives better results. See guys, here we can see the blocking of the deep peroneal nerve. Moving to the superficial peroneal nerve, we can block in the same needle stick. We have to just bring back the needle and direct it superficially in a lateral fashion towards the lateral malleolus and give the local anesthetic there subcutaneously only. The saphenous nerve is of course to the medial side. Hence, at the same side we withdraw the needle back and bring the needle to the medial side towards the medial malleolus, and there we give local anesthetic subcutaneously. See, this picture gives us a basic idea. The deep peroneal nerve in the middle, the saphenous nerve in the medial side, and the superficial peroneal nerve on the lateral side. Now, the fourth nerve to be blocked is posterior tibial nerve. We can see this in this diagram behind the tibial artery. So, as seen before, the landmark for posterior tibial nerve block is found by palpating the pulse of the tibial artery posterior to the medial malleolus. The posterior tibial nerve block is accomplished by inserting the needle posterior to the pulse. The needle is advanced until contact with the bone. Then a needle is withdrawn 2 to 3 millimeter and some local anesthetic is inserted there. So the basic idea is palpate the posterior tibial artery. The last nerve to be blocked is the sural nerve. The sural nerve block is accomplished by injecting the local anesthetic again in the fan-wise fashion subcutaneously below the fascia posterior to the lateral malleolus. Now we have from medial malleolus we have come to lateral malleolus. See the diagram guys. There we insert the local anesthetic in same fashion, circular fashion, and give rise to a wheel. So here is the final summary. The deep peroneal nerve block, the superficial peroneal nerve block, the saphenous nerve block, the sural nerve block, and the posterior tibial nerve block.